Hey, Peace Scholars, episode 221, The Time It Takes. This episode, the lesson is that we don't have to rush, and we talk about the great law of peace, the Haudenosaunee, and the seventh generation principle, um, and the mandate that every major decision, whether it concerns land, resources, or relations with neighbors, must be audited for its impact on the seventh generation to come. This is not a Norwegian hat. This is a red hat that I kind of stole from my mother. She's not on social media, so she won't see. She knitted it, and my dad's 1950s Norwegian sweater. And I put these on because I haven't spoken anything about all the things that are going on. I had one podcast episode where I talked about wanting to drive to Minnesota, but I just want to say if there's anything I can do, I don't have a big platform, but DM me if there's anything that I can do. And the homework for today is look up the great law of the Haudenosaunee and find one other example of how they prioritize the long-term health of the community over short-term gain. And wanted to mention that I found a really cool website from 2001. So like the web, it's from Portland State University. So it's got some weird web address, but if you search Great Law of Peace of the Haudenosaunee, Portland State University, it will come up. And it's got the language of this Great Law of Peace. And it's got a lot of cool things about, this council and how they kept it. And the women were deeply included, and I need to learn more about it to speak well on it. But here's one line. A certain number of shell wampum strings, each 2 spans in length, shall be given to each of the female families in which the lordship titles are vested. The right of bestowing the title shall be hereditary in the family of the females legally possessing the bunch of shell strings, and the strings shall be the token that the females of the family have the proprietary right to the lordship title for all time to come, subject to certain restrictions hereinafter mentioned. It goes on to talk about how if someone's causing trouble in one of the tribes, they need to show up. And if they don't show up, so that they can partake in the council, that someone else is elected to take their place. And I haven't read this part yet. When a lord is to be deposed, his war chief shall address him as follows. So you, blank, disregard and set it not the warnings of your women relatives. So you fling the warnings over your shoulder to cast them behind you. Behold the brightness of the sun, and in the brightness of the sun's light, I depose you of your title and remove the sacred emblem of your lordship title. We're reminded that this is a translation, and the word lordship kind of changes our tone based on how we feel that word, but just know that's a translation, obviously, of the Native American word. I remove from your brow the deer's antlers, which was the emblem of your position and token of your nobility. I now depose you and return the antlers to the women whose heritage they are. And then it's got a number of other things, but it's a really, it's a cool thing and I love that it was from 2001, back in the early things people were wanting to post. Prepared by Gerald Murphy, Cleveland Free Net, distributed by the Cybercasting Services Division of the National Public Telecommuting Network. Telecommuting, that's funny. Okay, I hope you'll join the Peace Words short daily peace classes. Peace. Ice out.